People who were born to parents from two different races were called colored people. The whites, despite being only 10% of the population, controlled everything. Wasn't that unfair? That only 10% of the population was allowed to enjoy freedom. Apartheid saw the segregation of society based on skin color. Europeans lived in the wealthy neighborhoods, where the native Africans were only allowed in when their labor was required. But they still had to leave before 11 o'clock, or else they could be arrested and bullied by the police. All people of color, basically anyone who wasn't a European, had to carry identity cards and display them whenever asked. Can you imagine not even being able to walk on the streets without being stopped and asked to prove your identity in your own country, in your own homeland? It was also illegal to fall in love with a person of a different race. Can you imagine a country which makes laws prohibiting interracial marriages? Let me tell you about a boy called Trevor. Trevor was from Johannesburg in South Africa. One day, he was walking down the street with his mother, and suddenly a police car came around the corner, and his mom had to let go of his hand and walk away from him, pretending that she didn't know him. If the police saw her with Trevor, they might arrest her for having a child with someone of a different race and put him into an orphanage. Wow, that's scary. This was a reality, a scary reality for many children whose birth itself was a crime. Trevor had a friend, Sia. Sia's dad had to move away from home to work under harsh conditions at diamond mines in some faraway corner of the country. Why? Because that was the only job available to people of color. Sia's neighbor, Busi, was lying in bed one day when she heard the crunch of boots on the gravel outside her door and a loud knock. The police had come to arrest her father for participating in a demonstration. Busi never saw her dad again. Okay, I know that all of this sounds really gloomy and scary, but I'm saying all this because I want you to understand the value of freedom and democracy. You're lucky, we're all lucky enough to be born in a country that's different from the one we just talked about, from the one that Trevor and Sia and Busi grew up in. But don't worry so much. South Africa is a much better place now. But it wasn't an easy journey to get here. Nelson Mandela was one of the many brave men and women who went through incredible hardships to get rid of the apartheid regime.
If you like this video and want to watch many more amazing videos like these, like and subscribe to our channel now.